competition day, so I hope you're excited to see more than just me lifting. There won't be any of that. I have a client competing today, and we're hoping she performs well. We've been training very hard lately, trying to be not too specific with the training. This is kind of, she's the only one in her division. This will be qualifying for nationals, but she doesn't know if she's ready to commit to that just yet. So we're just hoping to go out there and show what we've been working on. We're starting with a max silver dollar deadlift, 20-pound jumps. So our first attempt is going to be somewhere between that 355 or 375. It really just depends on how she feels. I think 355 would be more on the safer side to just lock in a number. Then we're going to bump up to 395, which has been a pretty good consistent number. We've hit, I think, 3 or so times. And then we're going to go for a little bit of a reach and see if we can hit 415. That'd be a great way to do it. Then we're moving on to a log press, 3 different logs as fast as you can. So 3 total reps. I think she'll blow through that first and second one, and then I'm trying to remind her, catch your breath, give yourself a second, whatever you need, chalk, and then execute that last one. We don't want to have to struggle too much on it. It's a weight that she's definitely capable of, and we want to just lock it in, one and done. And my goal is that she gets it under 40 seconds for all those. Then we got a lever squat. So it says 335 is the weight, but you never really know with these kind of things. And then it's 45-pound jumps, and there's going to be a total of, I think, 7 total reps. It really depends on how it's going to feel. It's going to depend on how low she has to go with the squat, and how she's feeling with it really is the most important thing. So I think a great number to hit would be 3, maybe 4 reps, but leaving a little bit of energy left in the tank for, that's only the 3rd event. We got 2 more after this. Then we're moving on to a truck pull. It's a little rainy outside today, so they might make the change the truck for something smaller, something lighter, in which I would definitely encourage that you try to go for the whole thing. This is going to be a tow truck for 30 feet, so if she gives it a pull and she's like, okay, I can try to get a little bit, I don't want her to go max effort. This is kind of one where it's so hard to say, it's so hard to train for, and to me it's kind of just like we'll hope and see for the best. I'm not too concerned about it. I'd rather her save her energy for the stones, because that's where we can get a little bit more data, a little bit more of an idea of how we're progressing and how she's feeling. And then finally, like I said, the stones, there are 7, I think it's 7 different stones, going from 70 to 250 pounds. I think she'll blaze through the first 3, hopefully one motion, and then we'll lap the middle 2, 165 and 200. And then just like the log, those last 2, the 230 and the 250, just take your time, set yourself up. Hopefully we hit that 230. It'd be awesome to hit that 250, but it kind of just depends on how her back's feeling, how her energy's feeling at the end of the day. That's always a tough one.
Take your time.
Come on, Nani.
Got this,
All right. Nice and easy.
Athlete ready. Athlete lift. Oh.
Take your time. Smooth.
All right.
You got it.
Athlete ready.
Drive those heels.
Control.
There it is.
Go. Come on. Come on now. Go.
Come on, Nani. You got this.
Athlete lift.
Remember your fears, Nani.
There you go. Come on.
You got it,
Go
baby.
speed. Go speed. Let's hear it, guys.
Come on. There you go. Take your time. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Good clean. Get that clean. Come on.
Remember your fears, Nani. 30 seconds.
Get aggressive with that clean. Pop it up. Pop it up.
Ball it up.
You're good. You're good.
Come on, you got this. You got this. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, Ma.
Elbows high. Suck it into the chin.
Go,
Come on.
You're good. You're good.
Athlete lift.
Just find that first one. There you go. There you go, Raina. Come on. Find your rhythm. Find your rhythm. No need to rush, right? There you go. Use those hips. Come on, use those hips. All on the hips. There you go. Come on. Make sure you're pushing back. Push back. Come on. Now they're adding to the top.
Good, good, good. Come on.
All right. You're good. You're good. Let's call it there. Call it there. Pull with both arms. Pull with both. There you go. Come on.
Come on.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Come on.
Come on.
Build some momentum. Build some momentum. Come on. Find your footing. Find your footing. Find your footing. Come on. Come on. Come on. There it is. One motion what you can. One motion what you can. Nice and easy over. There you go. Don't rush too much. Don't rush too much. There you go. A little bit of tacky. A little bit of tacky. Get what you can on the fingertips.
60 seconds.
Let's go.
Come on.
You got it, girl. Let's hear it, guys. Come on. Be good.
There you go.
Keep going.
All right.
Time for some competition recap. So there were a lot of changes that happened over the course of this competition, and I gotta say, she did a great job kind of rolling with it and doing whatever she could. To start off, we had the silver dollar deadlift, and instead of going with the 3 attempts only, if you miss, you're out, they decided that you were gonna have unlimited attempts. Now this can change things because you're gonna have a tendency to wanna push more and more and more, even if you've already hit whatever weight you wanted to, which means the event might be longer as well. So we opened with a conservative side of 360, and then they said 20-pound jumps, so we went 380, we went 400, which was exactly what we wanted. And then from there, they decided they were gonna make larger jumps. So I said, okay, well, let's maybe go for 440. That's 200 kilos, which sounds kind of nice, and if we can get it, awesome. If not, no worries. And they bumped it up to 450 instead, and she had a really good go at it. Unfortunately, I think it swung out in front of her and threw her forward. It was a very good attempt, but it just wasn't there. Then we moved on to the log press, and this is where kind of the nerves started to kick in for whatever reason. And you know, you have events that you're gonna be excited for, you have events that you're gonna be maybe a little more nervous for. First one we got no problem. Second one was definitely a little bit harder than I would have liked to see. She had never struggled with that kind of weight before, but you gotta remember, she's probably nervous. Everything is going too fast. And then the third one, it was a very different log than what we had been training on, and I think that's what kind of got to her as well. And that's what she was saying, the handles felt weird, the log felt a little deeper, so these things happen. Then we moved on to that lever squat, which, like I said, originally they were gonna go for 7 or 8 reps, and they changed it quickly to, we're just gonna keep adding weight, you're gonna keep going until you can't. And she crushed it. You know, our goal was 3 or 4 because we trained very hard for this. We trained directly to parallel, and all of the squats for everybody were pretty high, which kind of gave us the advantage, but we crushed it, 11 reps. Probably took a lot more out of her than we would have expected. But you get caught up in the moment, you really want to keep going because who knows what you can lift. That can get pretty exciting. Then we moved on to the truck pull, which the sun came out, everything was good, but there was just like, the setup was a little odd. There were 3 different trucks, none of which were a pickup truck, and each of the different courses was very uneven. One was kind of like downhill, uphill, one was sideways, one was uphill, and we ended up pulling a Jeep. I think she did a fantastic job. that was about 30-35 feet probably, and we had been training on a 60-foot course and just on a sled. The sled is going to be a whole lot harder because there's no momentum that you take with you. So she had a really good pull on that first one, got the wheels going, and just, it's all about keeping this pace afterwards. And probably we could have done a little bit better if we had done a simulation, gotten a car and done that whole setup once or twice, but under 20 seconds, not a whole lot to complain about. And then finally, we finished off with the stones. And I had noticed that everybody was struggling with, I think, that 5th stone, and I had felt all of them just out of curiosity, and they all felt a little dusty. So I was like, okay, maybe the tacky that they're putting on is collecting all that dust, and there's no more stick. The grip is gone at that point. Come to find out, not only was it that, but the expectation was that it was going to go from 145 to 165, a nice 20-pound jump, and we had been crushing 170 for reps in training. It was actually a 215 stone, and so that's why everybody was getting caught on it. It was a big jump. It was not the weight that I don't think anyone was expecting, or I don't think anyone even knew that's how heavy the stone was. So we gave it a good go, but I think it was just not a great combination, and it just didn't go for us that day. But nonetheless, like I said, these are competition variables that can always change, unfortunately, and the more you compete, the more adaptable you can be for the never-ending changes that could happen last minute, a few weeks out. The equipment might be different from your equipment. All these factors come into it, and it does pose a challenge to everybody that's signing up for it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.